my name is Eugene Ohu. I teach and research in organizational behavior at the Lagos Business School. Today, I'm going to talk about crisis communication, which in my view is primarily a management issue rather than just a communications one. Because when there is crisis in a company, especially crisis that involves the media, is a management issue, reputation is at stake, and businesses may be lost. I'd like to share 5 points, or if you like, 5 suggestions that managers should keep in mind when crisis breaks. Crisis of any sort. For example, in a manufacturing industry, there is an accident. In an organization, there is scandal, be it moral or financial. First suggestion, always speak the truth. This particular one makes businesses nervous. What if it's bad news? My suggestion is, since your reputation is at stake and you're in business for the long haul, always speak the truth, even if you have to share bad news. Because you can't exist in a void. If you don't give out news, people will find alternatives. And especially in these times of the 24-hour news cycle, everybody rushing to be the first to say breaking news. You want to be the one that maintain the framing. You want to remain the source of the news, okay? So always speak the truth. The second point I would like to make is identify the victim. When crisis breaks, there is always a victim. There is always someone who has suffered some harm, financial, bodily, or material. Now, we should consider that the harm they suffer is real and objective. Perception matters, therefore. It is only when you identify the victim, you'll be able to think from their point of view. When they suffer hurt is real. Therefore, first is stakeholder analysis, and within this stakeholder analysis, identify the victim. The third point, having identified the victim, is, I would say, listen to the victim. Every victim has a point of view, has a story to tell. Listen to them and then empathize with them. Usually, sometimes when victims slam a suit against a business, it's not necessarily that they are interested in the financial compensation. Usually, this demand for financial compensation is an attempt to hold big businesses to account. But if you listen to them and you empathize with them, and then you solve the problem from their point of view, you would have won a major victory. The fourth point I would like to suggest is, if you like, make a contrast between public opinion and the law. Keep in mind that perception matters. And then, since you are concerned about good reputation, long-term reputation, the public always sides with the weakest member in the deal. The weakest member is usually the victim. Okay, so it is true. Listen to your lawyers, try to mitigate risks, try to reduce how much you pay, but also listen to the heartbeat of the public. How do you get the pulse of this heartbeat? Through your corporate communications department. And then finally, the fifth point, if you like, is the press is your friend. Remember, the press, whether we're talking about the traditional press, digital, whatever, they are the mediator between the information and the consumers of the information. Remember, you want to remain the source of news. Who is going to help you? Who is the mediator? The press. Whether this press is a small guy, the big guy, a blogger, these people are important. Considering that the press is your friend also implies that you should modify and prepare your news content depending on what they consume. Audio for radio, video for TV, and so on. The press is your friend. So again, the 5 points that businesses should keep in mind in crisis communication. The first point, always speak the truth. It may be better they hear it from you so you can frame the news. Second, identify the victim because there is always a victim. Third, listen to the victim from the point of view so you can empathize with them. Fourth, public opinion versus the law. Listen to your lawyer, but also listen to the hearts of the public. And then finally, the press is your friend. I hope that helps so that at the end, a crisis communications opportunity is a good management and communications opportunity.